coming up onto St. George Beach State Park, St. George Island State Park, which is up ahead of us. And it's a beautiful state park. Again, you have the bay on one side, the Gulf of Mexico over on the other side.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of sand dunes that go really high here. You can hike out into the sand dunes around the lagoon area over here. And we've done a lot of that. You can see the flags are red. That means you can't go in the water today because the undertow would be too strong. The beach we're gonna go to here, and I'm gonna talk about it now because the wind may be too strong when we're outside of the car. But when our boys were young, in fact, Alex was a toddler, Greg was just still a baby. I took Alex out into the water. You can walk a long ways because of the sand dunes, which constantly change. So it may not always be as shallow as now as it was then. But it's a place that you could walk out. Oh, we went out probably close to half a mile, and it didn't even come over, maybe waist high on him. And we had a funny incident happen in that what I thought were sharks started circling us. I could see their fins. I could see them coming relatively close to us. And I really started panicking. Kathy was still on the beach with Greg, and you could see them swimming circles around us. And it turns out they were some friendly dolphins who just wanted to play.
Flipper, flipper, faster than lightning. No one you see is smarter than he.
And so they were just swimming circles around us and jumping up and down, and it turned out to be a wonderful experience. But you talk about the sheer panic that went through me when I thought they were sharks.
Yeah.
Tells a little bit about the rip currents. A rip current is a channel of water flowing away from the shore, like a river through the surf. We've experienced that in California on our Pacific Coast Highway trip. We were in the water, and I was in a spot that I got a little concerned. What you don't do is you don't try to swim directly against the current to try to get back to shore. You swim at an angle. You go with the flow, do not panic, wave for help. And then when you get out of the rip, swim diagonally to shore. If you cannot break out of the current, float calmly until it diminishes, usually just beyond the breakers. That's talking about here.
Yeah.
But rip currents can be tremendously dangerous, and you want to be smart in how you get out. And the best way to do it is to look at those red flags out there and say, today is not a swimming day. This is the trailhead here. It winds around for miles out here through the dunes. It's a beautiful trail. This is going to wind back into the lagoon area. You can see we're coming up to the lagoon now.
Yes.
Young family ahead of us here. Quite often there is all kinds of birds down here. They probably migrated back to the north now. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Beautiful area.
Yeah.
Living in the salt water. Beneath the water's surface you'll find a wondrous diversity of life. Shows some of the fish here.
Yes.
The blue herons, the shrimp, the crab,
Yes.
the bottlenose dolphins,
Yes.
and the laughing gulls. That's going to wrap up our visit to St. George Island State Park, and we're going to head back in for some pizza, because there's
Yum,
BJ's
yum.
Pizza restaurant that we came to know and love when we used to spend the week with the boys.
Yeah.
So we're going to go check out that pizza again for lunch.
Yeah.
It's about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for coming with us. And maybe we'll share a piece of pizza with you.
Oh, cool.
Love you all. So here's that pizza I promised you. It is Italian sausage, mushroom, black olive, and sweet pepper on it. The banana peppers. And here is that piece I promised to share. It's all falling apart. Open wide.